Hello everybody, welcome to a new video. I got my knives in from Condor that I ordered, the Bisonte and the Blue River. Now they both come in the same box. We'll just start with this one. Alright, so here's a sheath. Basic leather sheet. We'll do a side by side in a minute. Alright, so this is the Bisonte knife. It comes in fully wrapped in plastic, and it comes with a book, I think, with everything the company has. And I must say, they have a lot more than we have in the stores. So it comes with a sticker, okay, nice, and something of a maintenance thing because it's carbon steel. And well, that was it for the box. All right, let's check the other one. Okay, nice. A leather sheath. Yep, definitely the Blue River knife with the nice things there, and the same books and stuff and a sticker. All right, that was to be expected. So let's take them out. All right, so just let me put them on the table and zoom in a little bit and talk about the differences side by side for a minute. So here they are side by side, the blades and the sheets. Now I had to look the specs up, and I got them here beside me just to tell the difference, because they are very similar. So a few obvious things are, of course, that the Bisonte has a far bigger, elaborate sheath. It comes with fire steel loop here and with a dangler. So it's a really nice sheath, stitched up, single stitch, nice black leather, has two loopholes there. All right, pretty good. And then we have the sheath of the Blue River, and that one is really more simple. It's just a single sheet, single stitch. It has some nice embroidery there. Beautiful, and it has, I hope it's visible, I think now you can see it really clear. It has sort of an engraving there of sort of like a hunting party there and going after a bison, which is interesting. I'll come to that later. Okay, let's see how they fit in. Let's start with the Bisonte, and okay, it's a nice and really tight fit. So I would assume over the years that would become nice and a little bit smoother, but hey, it's a nice fit. Let's do the Blue River knife. Also a very tough sheath, very hard leather, so both have a really nice snug fit. All right, let's go over the knives. If you're looking for a bushcraft knife with that specific finish, you know, that black stuff, that brute forge, I think they call it. You know, a bushcraft knife in that like 11-12 centimeters or 4.3 to 4.7 inch. Then these two knives may have come up on your list, and maybe you're thinking, yeah, which one should I get, the Bisonte or the Blue River? So let's go over some specs. The Bisonte has a 4.7 inch blade, 12 centimeters. It is almost 3 centimeters the width or the height, I don't know, 1.13 inch. And the handle is about 12 centimeters or 4.7 inch approximately. Now the whole knife weighs about 170 grams, and it's a 3 millimeter thick blade. And that is nice and strong. Of course, it's a full tank construction, and it has a nice red and white liner there. I hope that is a beautiful finish. It has brass rivets or something, and the lanyard hole there, and a nice contoured handle with a swell walnut handle. So very beautiful. The Blue River knife is actually 11 centimeters blade, so it's a little bit shorter, but yeah, you can tell definitely it's a little bit shorter, but it has about the same size all over. So it's a little bit shorter and has a little bit more of a drop point compared to the Bisonte. Then it also has, and that is really beautiful, I hope that will focus, but they have cuts on the side in the metal. And if you look at it from the top, that actually gives it a really nice sort of markings, almost like jimping there. You can put your thumb on there, it gives you a little bit more grippy, not really that much, but still. A 3.17 centimeter height. So it should be a little bit higher, but I really can't tell the difference. So the specs are maybe a little bit off here and there. 1.25 inch if you're interested. The handle is 12 centimeters, 4.72 inch. So again, very similar. The weight is about 175 grams or 6.38 ounces. And the other one was 170, so 6 ounces. So again, really close. The sheets are... of course, the sheath from the Bisonte is a lot heavier. Then it has a 2.9 millimeter thickness, this one. So it should be very close to the 3 millimeters of the Bisonte. But yeah, it does look like a little bit slimmer. I don't know, maybe it's just optical. But it looks just a little bit thinner. Both walnut handles. These rivets are the Blue River one. Has rivets, they are probably not brass, but they have a flower in them, a sort of a rose engraved in those rivets. I hope you can see that, but it is beautiful. So the detail on this knife is really nice. The turquoise that is in here, that represents the river, is actually, what do they call it? They take the turquoise, they grind it up or something, and they put it in resin, and then they make this this thing. So it's basically sort of like a resiny, plasticky. You feel it, yeah. Well, it doesn't feel like stone, but it is really beautiful. Yeah. So the turquoise makes the Blue River there in the knife, and so all in all, let me say that the handle on this one feels a little bit thin. I think if you have very big hands, bigger than mine, which are reasonably big, you're gonna maybe want a little bit more beef on the handle. The Bisonte definitely has the swell, the bigger handle, thicker in the middle also, you know, bigger, more room also for the hand. A little bit of a finger guard here. Yeah, all right, so very nice knife. This one a little bit less pronounced, but it's still there, and it curves a little bit on the back here, so giving you a little less. It makes you curl up on the knife a little bit better, crawl up on the blade. Yeah, so you keep it a little bit more to the front, giving you a pommel. Talk about the back side of the knives. The Blue River one, oh, I have to maybe do it like this. The Blue River really has a piece of metal sticking out with a hole there, so you can use it as sort of like a hammer. And of course it's got a lanyard, a leather strap that comes with this knife also. And this one does not, it just is rounded off. Yeah. So that is quite a difference indeed. The models, they are pretty similar, but yet they are different enough to maybe have, you know, you may have a preference for that. Now, why is it interesting to buy the two of them? The Blue River is a contributor to the Colorado River, and it's a tribute to the indigenous people that live in that area. And those people actually also hunted on bison. So that embroidery, or what is it called, is probably a tribute to those indigenous people. And they lived in the area north of the Blue River. So yeah, I can see how that, makes for a beautiful knife. Now the funny thing is, they hunted bison, and the bisonte actually means bison in Spanish and Italian. So this is the bison knife, the very thing they hunted. And the funny thing is that here in the sheath of the Blue River, you see that nice engraving of those people actually hunting a bison. So the Blue River is actually, a tribute to the indigenous people that hunted bison. And the bisonte is actually the knife referring to the bison, being, of course, an animal that once roamed big parts of North America. So again, I see a sort of like a similarity here, or some things they both have in common in terms of their history and where they came from, etc. Which one would you buy? I must say, I think in terms of using it in the woods with the handle, I think the bisonte would probably be a little bit more comfortable in the long run. But the Blue River knife is just a more good looking, detailed knife altogether. So in terms of beauty, I would definitely go for the Blue River. And I think for now, in terms of handle and comfort, I would probably go for the bisonte as a working knife. So we'll be testing my Condor knives later in another video. I also have the Bushlar Mini and the Woodwise, and I'll just be putting them through the tests and see how they do. All right. Thank you for watching. There'll be some specs at the end, and see you next time. Bye bye.